Man, so yeah, people will kind of think about, when it's Easter time, a few days before, we have this day called Good Friday, right? Easter lands on Sunday. Good Friday is a few days before, and the connection is kind of lost on us. But the truth is, before you can celebrate new life or a resurrected life, you have to acknowledge death, right? And Good Friday is the day that we remember when Jesus, in fact, died on a cross. He was crucified for sinners. As a demonstration of both God's love and His ability to save us and transform us by His love. Because the truth is this, a lot of people claim to know loving people and to be a loving person. But love is not simply just a feeling, love is an action, a sacrificial action, right? In other words, think about this, the people who you have experienced the most love from, I guarantee are people who have sacrificed something of themselves in order to make your life better. So when you say this person loves me, it's because they've done something, an action, a sacrifice in order to make your life better, to make your life good, to make your life full of life and freedom, right? And so that's what the crucifixion is. It's a demonstration of God's love for people through this sacrificial act of His Son Jesus dying on the cross so that we might be saved, forgiven of our sin, freed from our guilt, and brought into new life. But you see, that's the crux though, isn't it? Because I know for me, and probably for you too, we would prefer the victory without the loss. I'll take the crown without the thorn, right? I'll take like all of the wisdom and growth and experience and maturity without the process of failing and losing and being beaten down, right? But this is the way forward. This is the road to glory, if you will. We cannot become the people we need to become if we don't also experience the losses. And ultimately, Good Friday is about a God who loses, but in His loss actually secures victory for all. So right when Satan, the world, all the powers that be against God think that they have defeated Him, it's actually in His defeat that He is victorious. It's actually in dying in death that He breaks the power of death. It's actually in becoming sin, as Paul says, that we, the actual sinners, are made righteous with God. That's 2 Corinthians 5, right? And so there's something powerful as we hold together Good Friday, which ultimately wasn't good for Jesus, so that we can actually celebrate and sing about new life on Sunday. Because it's one thing for you to go into a church and see smiling people, singing, excited, it's Easter, or man, we're praising God, but it's another thing to embrace the sufferings of life, the difficulties of life, the reality of life for all of us, that it is not easy. And Good Friday is an invitation from God for you and I to know that He is walking with us through our affliction, because He Himself, as the prophet Isaiah said, was afflicted on our behalf. He was wounded Himself for our transgressions, right? And so we have a God in Christianity and in Good Friday and Easter who knows us, who knows what it's like to live like us. And what an opportunity for us to be able to sit and just acknowledge what is real about how difficult life can be, and to see next to us a Jesus who is willing to dive Himself into that difficult life all the way to the point of death. And so it is so important that we hold together Good Friday and Easter and understand that God is telling a complete story in both of those things. New life is coming, but we also need to be honest about death and what it cost us to have that new life, to be freed, to be loved the way we were meant to be loved by God, and to follow Jesus.